Alright, welcome back everyone. We are ready for our fifth game against a Giant Smurf versus Ardonn. And on the I'm going to say the 2 o'clock position, we do have a Giant Smurf as the blue Protoss. And his opponent on the 12-15 slot, I'd say, we have Ardonn also as a Protoss. So our first mirror, nope, not the first mirror match, but our first Protoss versus Protoss of the night. And they are in close positions by air. So let's see if Ardonn gets his Void Rays running yet again. Very close battle between these two groups. So this is an Infinity versus a Legendary, LGD, Clan War. Zergling, if you haven't been catching these battles so far, Zergling won the first 2 matches. First one against Last Marine and then against Cheeto. And then he plays Ardonn, and Ardonn has won the last 2. He did beat Zergling, and then in the last match he did beat Monarch. So Smurf is trying to do his best to stop the winning streak. This, by the way, is SirReal. You can follow me at any time on Twitter at SR_Real. You can also find my stream on Team Liquid. And you can also find all of the video on demands, including this, once I can get it put up. And you can find that on YouTube. And my username is Sir_Real as well. So, looking forward to that. Hope you enjoy the videos. And so far, both players are doing pretty standard, and they're pretty well similar to each other. We look at the income tab, we do see that that's very close. It does look like Smurf is just a tiny, tiny bit ahead on his probe count. Getting his probes out just a little before that. Could be inconsequential, but sometimes. Thank you, TTF. I do appreciate that. But sometimes just a little bit can be the difference between winners and the losers. Both players do have their cybernetic score very close to each other as well, too. Nothing being created out of these gateway. No, they both get their zealots out now. Against Smurf, I'm sorry, Giant Smurf is starting to chip away on this gateway. Not too big of a deal. The zealot will pop out before the shields go down, and shields do replenish themselves. So I think that probe is just getting a taste for what shields taste like. He decided he wanted to be a zealot one day. It just hasn't happened yet. He wants to prove to the world that he can be a melee unit. But he chickens out as soon as the zealots come out. Warp gates are being created by both, and stalkers are already being created by both. Smurf does try to work around, but he does get hit once by Ardonn Zealot. And we do see the assimilator. Is that a stolen assimilator? Yes, it is. So we only have 1 gas mining and a gas steal coming out from Smurf. So he's going to have to kill that before he can get his second gas. And he runs away. 2 more gateways being warped in. And also, it looks like 3 gateways coming in for Smurf. So he is 4-gating this. He's moving all 4 to the bottom of his ramp. And let's see what Ardonn decides to build. He's getting his 4th gateway as well, too. So again, still pretty similar builds. And these warp gates are almost completed. I think they're both warping them out. Yeah, they're both going pretty quickly. And here in the next few seconds, they will be moving out. We do see a pylon for Ardonn. And we may see the prediction that Ardonn was giving earlier, where a Cheeto may have made the call, where a pylon goes up in the gold base where nobody looks. Let's see if that actually happens. Yes, it does. Cheeto, you are a genius. You called that a long time ago before this match started. If you have winning lottery numbers, please let me know what they are, so I can quit my job full-time and go into broadcasting. I promise I will broadcast all of your matches. And Giant Smurf is moving around again, looking to see what he can find. Lots of zealots coming out for Smurf. Good timing, too, because Ardonn has started moving up. He's going to try to get the pylons up for forward pylons so he can get them but there are a lot of Zealots and Stalkers moving up, and he does take out the first set of Zealots, but there are Stalkers that are shooting up at these Zealots, although the Stalkers are shooting down for them as well too, and they cannot shoot up if they don't know anything's there, although he is able to warp in more units, so this is going to be a very nail-biting micro battle. And they do take out, a lot of more Zealots were coming in from the north. And the Zealots are getting killed. Almost like in a game of chess where the pawns are eliminated very quickly. And the rooks are just sitting back, sniping from well far off. He is taking down the first pylon. Pylon does go down, and there's the GG.